Hi, I'm Nicole Hemrick, and I'm the owner and managing partner at Hemrick O'Malley, PLLC. Today, I'd like to share a practice update for those of you who are in proceedings in the immigration court. As you may know, during the course of your proceeding, in order to defend yourself, you need to submit an application. And in order for the court to render a final decision on your case, the court has to determine that you have not been involved in certain disqualifying criminal activity. How do they do that? They do that based on your biometric information. And this biometric information is run through the Department of Homeland Security, specifically the branch of the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. Now, there's a document called PreOrder Instructions that tell practitioners and applicants how to submit their applications outside of the court process, because the court will not send your application to USCIS for you to ensure that your biometrics are processed. This document tells you how to go about doing that. Now, in the past, applicants and their attorneys, for those who are applying for asylum and withholding of removal, had to actually submit a copy of certain parts of the I-589 to USCIS. So here's a great change. With the new pre-order instructions, this is no longer on the applicant and the applicant's attorney to do so. Once you submit your I-589 in court and it is accepted, the attorney for the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Office of the Principal Legal Advisor will inform you whether you must comply with additional background and security checks in order for the judge to grant your application. Since many people have undergone biometrics appointments already for other reasons, whether it be for a work authorization application in the past, or because you were previously detained by ICE, the Department of Homeland Security already has many people's biometrics information and therefore would not necessarily need for you to go to a special appointment just to capture this information. If they already have it on file, they can rerun your biometrics at any time. So now going forward, you will be notified during your master calendar hearing whether you need to undergo a biometrics appointment. If for some reason DHS has not captured your biometrics, you will be notified to report to a USCIS application support center for your biometrics collection, meaning you're going to be fingerprinted, you're going to be photographed. And some other information might be collected, such as your date of birth, other spellings for your name, height, weight, those sorts of things that would identify you as opposed to anybody else. Also, please remember, it is always a requirement, both with the court and with USCIS, that if you move, you must file a change of address form. If you do not, and you happen to be called for biometrics, then you will miss your appointment, and now this will be a problem that you will face in your case because you will be responsible for not having complied both with the change of address requirements and with undergoing biometric procedures. If you are told during your master calendar hearing that you are required to undergo a biometrics appointment, but you do not receive an appointment notice within 3 months of filing your Form I-589 asylum application, or if you have an individual hearing within the next 6 months and you have not had your biometrics appointment, at that point you should call the USCIS contact center, and that number is 1-800-375-5283. You should let the contact center know that you've applied for asylum and you have not undergone your biometrics appointment, but you were told that you must. While we have had this significant change in the course of I-589 asylum applications, for all other applications, meaning I-45 adjustment of status or green card, waivers, cancellation of removal, any other application effectively that would be heard before the immigration court, there is still the requirement that you affirmatively send something to USCIS, and currently that address would be the USCIS Texas Service Center. And the reason for this difference is most of those applications require a payment of a filing fee. So without sending something to USCIS, again, you would not have paid the fee, as the court will not be collecting those fees. Those fees are meant for USCIS. And I'm just going to share my screen here for a moment, just so you can see the Texas Service Center address where you would be filing copies of other applications together with your fees. So going forward, make sure that when you're applying for something other than asylum, that you look up the pre-order instructions. You could do so just by doing a simple Google, pre-order instructions, and you will find this document, the date of which it will show that it was revised December 16th of 2024. So that's the proper version you want to look at. And then you will follow all the instructions on the sheet regarding how to submit your application and fee it in, so that USCIS will issue a receipt notice noting the payment and follow through with any biometrics requirements. If you have questions about this or any other immigration matter, give us a call at 833-848-7838 or check us out online at www.hemrick.law.